What is it that makes Chris Pratt so charismatic? You're going to find out in a second as I tell you the top 4 things that do. Get ready. Okay, so what I think is the first key to Chris Pratt's charisma is he's just so unapologetically himself.
Eggs are, not so bad. So this is a relatively inexpensive snack. It tastes good. My life is terrible. I mean, it's easy to make. What's my snack? I'm working on that. Life is beautiful. That's what I meant. What's my snack?
Okay, and the second thing I want to talk about is Chris also does something that I'm just going to create as the term personality blasts, or like this little bit of like personality where like he makes a strong statement that, is really himself. And I think that's something that really draws attention and makes you really pay special attention to like jokes he makes and his personality, and makes him extra charismatic. And I'm going to show you a few examples right now.
We do so much of this.
Eat him. Not us. Then, which of course bubbles would come out underwater, but if they come out, they'll float to the surface, which will destroy the illusion of zero gravity. So she had to like have water go up into her brain, and she's never, years, she hasn't been the same since.
So notice right there in the last part of the clip where, he's really expressive in telling the story and describing what Jennifer Lawrence was doing in one of her hardest scenes. But then right at the end, he sneaks in a joke, like he adds the touch of personality right at the end, no matter how seriously he's answering a question. And that's something you can all copy.
Go.
We do so much of this.
Eat him. Not us.
Movie already. Like, did you know each other before?
We had never even met.
We'd never met.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Now it's like
We just met 6 months ago and did a movie together. No, well, we never met. And
I was gonna go really sweet.
You were?
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah, fuck
No,
you.
it's not too late.
Okay, so the next charisma trait of Chris Pratt is that he's really good at improv. So in the moment, someone's saying something to him, he'll come up with a creative answer to it to make it funny, or to like change the whole meaning of what's being said, or like, just add a joke to it in some way. So I want you to notice that in these next few clips.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's Dior on the outside, Cracker Barrel on the inside.
At play lovers who fall for each other against a backdrop of the stars.
Your chemistry is off the charts also. Was that something that you had from the off? Where did
It's
it...
something that I really had to force, but it came naturally for her. She was like naturally drawn to me. It was a lot of work.
All right, so next charisma trait I want to talk about with Chris Pratt is the fact that he just has fun, okay? And it's basically just, even when he's by himself, he makes jokes that make himself laugh. So you can see this a lot in his Instagram and Snapchat stories, which I'm about to show you in a second. But it's like, even with like simple prompts, or he's talking about food or something, he's able to just make it really funny and engaging in a way that like you wouldn't necessarily be expecting. So, all right, stay tuned.
Dang, son. We got lamb from the farm, and we got eggs from, you guessed it, Ralph's. That's right, I'm in LA. I don't have any farm fresh eggs here. But I do have eggs, and eggs are from chickens, and chickens descended from oviraptors, which are dinosaurs. Oh, speaking of which, Jurassic World opens on June 22nd. Chris Pratt here, in-style photo shoot with this golden stallion.
Bow chicka wow wow. As you can see, everything that Chris does, he injects his own personality into, and he makes like that spark of life, he brings it to life, right? Like you're watching the clip, and like instead of just talking about, oh, these are my cool eggs, he's like, yeah, I got these from Ralph, since there's no like fresh farms nearby or anything. But yeah, like kind of like oviraptors. And speaking of which, Jurassic World, he just makes it funny. Like it's engaging, even if he's trying to sell you something. Like he makes it funny. Like he puts his personality and little sparks in there. He's talking about, oh yeah, Denzel's here, NBD. So like it's just throwing in these little, quips. Or I guess quip is the wrong word, but just throwing in these little like lines in with whatever he's talking about. And usually there's like a couple different ones. So like, he can be describing something and he makes like a joke about the way that he's describing it. So he like describes an extra descriptive way, or he can do something where he's talking about the thing and he just kind of like puts more personality into it, or like says it a funny way.
Here, we're shooting videos for Good Morning America. We're Snapchatting. It's Chris Pratt. Denzel Washington's over there. NBD, Magnificent 7, only in theaters this September. So when we go to Comic-Con, if I'm staying, You guys should stay with me, slumber party. We just hang out, talk about boys, get the hot goss.
All right, if you like this video and you want more of this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out these videos every other day. You know, charisma is not really something you can just learn in 5 minutes, but I'm doing my best, okay? So I'm putting these out every other day. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss out. See you guys next time.